I want you to think about something for just 1 second. Think about a decision you made in the past, maybe last week, maybe last year, and you looked back and thought, I should have done that differently, or I could have handled that better, or I would have been so much happier if I had chosen something else. Sound familiar? That feeling? That's exactly what we're teaching today. I'm Lia. Welcome to Talk Lia.
And I'm Kevin. And wow, Lia, that opening gave me chills because honestly, every single person listening right now has felt that feeling. That mix of regret, reflection, and possibility. And today we're going to give you the exact English words to express it perfectly. Would have, could have, should have.
Yes, these 3 structures are what native speakers use every single day to talk about the past, about things that didn't happen but could have, should have, or would have. And once you understand them, your English is going to feel so much more expressive and real.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to use would have, could have, and should have in real conversations. You'll understand the difference between all 3, how to make them negative, and how native speakers actually say them, because there's a pronunciation shortcut that most textbooks never teach.
And before we dive in, we want to hear from you right now. Have you ever tried to use one of these structures and felt unsure? Tell us in the comments. Which one is your biggest challenge? Would have, could have, should have? Drop it below. We read every single comment.
And if this is your first time joining us, welcome to Talk Lia. I'm Kevin and she's Lia, and we are so happy you found us. Please hit subscribe on Talk Lia right now. A brand new English lesson every single day, completely free, just for you.
All right, Kevin, let's start with would have. This one sets the whole foundation for today. Let's go.
I would have started earlier, but I'm ready now. Let's do this.
Okay, so let's start with would have. Now, would have is used to talk about something that was possible in the past, but it didn't happen. It's often used in what we call the third conditional, imagining a different outcome if things had been different. The structure is beautifully simple. Subject plus would have plus past participle.
Let me give you 5 clear examples straight away. I would have called you, but my phone was dead. She would have come to the party if she had known about it. We would have won the game, but it started raining. He would have gotten the job if he had prepared better. They would have loved this restaurant. I wish they could have come.
Notice something in every single one of those sentences? Would have describes the thing that didn't happen, the outcome that was possible but didn't occur because of something else. There's always a reason it didn't happen. Sometimes that reason is stated, sometimes it's just implied. But would have always looks back at a door that wasn't opened.
I love that, a door that wasn't opened. Here's a personal example. Last weekend, I saw a really great deal on flights. I didn't book in time and the price went up. Now I say, I would have booked those flights if I had decided faster. The booking didn't happen, but in a different version of events, it would have. That's would have.
And you can use would have to express sympathy or understanding too. If a friend tells you something went wrong, you can say, oh no, I would have been so upset too. You're imagining yourself in their situation. It shows empathy and connection. That's a very warm and human use of would have.
Now, can you think of something that almost happened in your life? A trip you almost took, a decision you nearly made differently. Try saying it using would have out loud right now. Start with, I would have, and finish the sentence. Go ahead, say it. We'll wait.
Now let's look at the negative form, and this is very useful. The negative is subject plus would not have plus past participle. Contracted, it's wouldn't have. I wouldn't have said that if I'd known it would upset you. She wouldn't have left so early if the meeting hadn't been canceled. He wouldn't have been so angry if you had explained the situation.
And here's the pronunciation shortcut that native speakers use all the time and that almost no textbook teaches. In natural spoken English, would have is almost never said as 2 clear words. It contracts to would have. Sounds like would have. I would have called you. She would have loved it. We would have been so late. When you hear would have in a movie or podcast, that's would have.
This is such an important listening tip. So many learners hear would have and think it's a completely different word. It's not. It's just the natural, fast version of would have. Start listening for it in movies, shows, and conversations. You'll hear it everywhere once you know what it is.
Quick section summary. Would have plus past participle describes something that was possible in the past but didn't happen. Use it for imagining different outcomes, showing empathy, and expressing what almost happened. Negative, wouldn't have. In speech, would have. Write a sentence in the comments using would have from your own real life. I want to read yours.
Wonderful. Now let's move to could have. And this one is fascinating because it has two very different feelings. Sometimes it expresses a missed opportunity, something you were able to do but didn't. And sometimes it expresses criticism, pointing out that a better option existed. The structure is the same: subject plus could have plus past participle.
Let me show you the missed opportunity meaning first. I could have studied medicine, but I chose teaching. We could have taken the earlier train. There were seats available. She could have applied for that job. She had all the right skills. You could have asked me for help. I was right there. In all of these, the ability or opportunity existed, but the action didn't happen.
And here's the criticism meaning, and this one shows up in real conversations all the time. You could have told me earlier, said when someone shares information too late. He could have been more careful, pointing out that a better choice existed. They could have handled that situation much better. Notice the tone here is slightly more direct. It implies that a better option was available and wasn't taken.
Oh, the criticism use is so common in real life. I've definitely said to a friend, "You could have just texted me," when they showed up at my door unannounced. It's not aggressive, it's just pointing out that a simpler option existed. And with the right tone, it actually sounds quite warm and natural between friends.
Now, here's how to tell could have apart from would have, and this is the key distinction. Would have is about what the outcome would have been in a different situation. Could have is about what was possible or available as an option. I would have passed the exam. This is about the outcome. I could have passed the exam. This is about the possibility or ability that existed.
First tip, use could have when you want to highlight a missed opportunity with a slightly reflective tone. I could have been a professional footballer. Second tip, use could have when you want to gently point out that a better choice existed. We could have planned this better. Third tip, in formal settings, could have is slightly softer than should have for giving feedback. It suggests possibility rather than obligation.
And just like would have, in natural spoken English, could have becomes could have. Sounds like could have. I could have handled that better. She could have been a doctor. We could have just stayed home. Listen for this in movies and TV shows. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Write a sentence in the comments using could have about a missed opportunity or a time when you had a different option available. Something from your own life, even if it's simple. I could have slept earlier last night. Write it down. That comment is your practice.
And the negative? Couldn't have, meaning something was not possible in the past. I couldn't have done this without your help. She couldn't have known about the surprise. Nobody told her. We couldn't have arrived any earlier. The roads were terrible. The negative actually often expresses gratitude or explanation rather than criticism. Very useful.
Section review. Could have plus past participle expresses missed opportunities and possibilities that existed but weren't taken, or gentle criticism that a better option was available. Negative, couldn't have, often used to explain a limitation or express gratitude. In speech, could have. Two meanings, one powerful structure, complete as natural and everyday conversation.
And now, the one that carries the most emotional weight, should have. This is the structure of regret, advice about the past, and gentle criticism. When you look back and feel that something was the right thing to do, but it didn't happen, that's should have. Structure, subject plus should have plus past participle.
And the emotional range of should have is really wide. It can be personal regret. I should have apologized sooner. It can be advice about the past. You should have seen a doctor earlier. It can be criticism. They should have announced the change in advance. And it can even be used positively. You should have seen the look on his face, meaning it was amazing. I wish you had been there.
Let me give you some powerful everyday examples. I should have saved more money when I was younger. That's personal regret, looking back at a missed opportunity to be wiser. You should have told me you were coming. I would have cooked something. That's gentle criticism with warmth underneath it. She should have double-checked the document before sending it. That's constructive reflection on a mistake.
Here's a personal one. I once forgot a very important meeting, completely forgot about it. And afterwards, I said to myself, I should have written it in my calendar. I should have set an alarm. I should have confirmed the day before. 3 should haves in one moment of pure regret. And honestly, saying them out loud helped me feel better because I understood what to do differently next time.
That's actually a really healthy way to use should have, not to punish yourself, but to reflect and learn. In English, should have is often used in this reflective, learning mindset. It's looking back not just to feel bad, but to do better in the future. That's the human and healthy use of the structure.
Now, tone and delivery guidance, because should have can land very differently depending on how you say it. Said harshly, you should have known better. It sounds like an attack. Said gently, I think you should have maybe checked first. It sounds like kind advice. The grammar is identical. The tone changes everything. Always think about how the other person will receive your words.
And the negative, shouldn't have, is extremely common and very expressive. You shouldn't have done that. It wasn't your responsibility. I shouldn't have eaten so much at dinner. She shouldn't have said that in the meeting. It was embarrassing. Shouldn't have means something happened, but it was the wrong choice. It's honest, direct, and very natural in real conversations.
In speech, should have becomes should have. Sounds like should have. I should have called earlier. You should have been there. It was incredible. We should have left sooner. And shouldn't have stays contracted the same way in fast speech. Listen for these in podcasts, TV, daily conversations. They are everywhere.
Quick mini practice. I'll give you the situation. You say the sentence out loud using should have or shouldn't have. Ready? Situation. You forgot your umbrella and got completely soaked in the rain. Say it.
I should have checked the weather. Or I should have brought my umbrella. Perfect. Now, situation. Your friends spent all their money on something unnecessary, and now they can't pay rent. What do you say gently?
You shouldn't have spent so much. You knew rent was coming. Gentle but honest. Write your own should have or shouldn't have sentence in the comments. Something from your real life this week. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Real sentences are the best practice.
Full structural review. Should have plus past participle expresses regret, advice about the past, and reflection on better choices. Shouldn't have means something happened that was the wrong choice. In speech, should have, shouldn't have. Tone matters enormously. Kind delivery makes even criticism feel supportive. 3 structures, would have, could have, should have. And now you can use all 3 with genuine confidence.
Okay, friends, let's talk about mistakes. And I'm going to be very transparent with you. When I first learned these structures, I made every single one of these errors. So please know, these mistakes are completely normal and completely fixable.
Mistake number 1, and this is the most common mistake in the world with these structures, using the infinitive instead of the past participle. Wrong. I should have go earlier. Correct. I should have gone earlier. Wrong. She could have take the bus. Correct. She could have taken the bus. Wrong. He would have be so happy. Correct. He would have been so happy. After would have, could have, and should have, always the past participle, never the base verb.
Why does this happen? Because the base verb and past participle look the same for regular verbs, walk and walked. But for irregular verbs, they're different. Go becomes gone. Take becomes taken. Be becomes been. See becomes seen. Do becomes done. If you're unsure of the past participle, look it up. Learning irregular past participles is one of the highest value investments you can make in your English.
Mistake number 2, confusing could have and should have. These are not the same. I could have studied more. This means the ability and opportunity existed, but you didn't use it. No strong judgment. I should have studied more. This means it was the right thing to do, and you feel regret that you didn't. Should have carries obligation and regret. Could have carries possibility and missed opportunity. The feeling is different even if the situation is the same.
Think of it this way. Could have is neutral possibility. Should have is moral or practical obligation looking backwards. I could have spoken up. I had the chance. I should have spoken up. It was the right thing to do, and I didn't. That difference in feeling is real, and native speakers hear it immediately.
Mistake number 3, using of instead of have. Wrong. I should have done that. Correct. I should have done that. This happens because when people say should have in fast speech, it sounds like should of to some learners. But of is never grammatically correct here.
It is always have, written or spoken. Should have, could have, would have. Always have, never of.
Mistake number 4, forgetting the past participle entirely. Wrong. I would have. Full stop. Nothing after it. Correct. I would have done it differently. These structures are always followed by a past participle. Without it, the sentence is incomplete. Something must follow. The action that would have, could have, or should have happened.
Fix practice. Say the correct version out loud. Wrong. She could have took the job. Correct version, say it. She could have taken the job. Wrong. We should have left earlier. Correct version, say it. We should have left earlier. Wrong. He would have been so proud. Correct. He would have been so proud. Say them all out loud and feel the correct form going into your memory.
Every mistake is a stepping stone. The fact that you now know these 4 mistakes means you're already more advanced than you were 30 minutes ago. Learning English is not about never making mistakes. It's about recognizing them and choosing better the next time. You're doing exactly that right now.
We are genuinely so proud of everyone who has made it to this point in the episode. You're building real, lasting English skills, not just memorizing rules, but understanding how the language thinks. That's the difference, and that's what Talk Lia is all about. Keep going. You've got this.
All right, it is time for our favorite game. Choose the correct sentence. 2 options, you pick the right one, and you say it out loud. Your voice needs the practice just as much as your brain does. Ready? Let's go.
Situation 1. You forgot to charge your phone overnight and now it's dead when you need it. Option A, I should have charged my phone last night. Option B, I should have charged my phone last night. Which one is correct?
Option A, charged, past participle of charge. After should have, you always need the past participle. I should have charged my phone. Say it out loud with that regret feeling. Put some emotion in it.
Situation 2. Your friend is describing something amazing they saw at a concert last week that you missed. Option A, I would have loved to be there. Option B, I would have loved to be there. Which one?
Option B, loved, past participle. I would have loved to be there. Say it. Notice how it carries real emotion and warmth? That's would have doing its job perfectly, expressing what your feeling would have been in a different situation.
Situation 3. You had a job opportunity last year that you didn't take, and the company is now doing incredibly well. Option A, I could have taken that job. Option B, I could have took that job. Which is correct?
Option A, taken is the past participle of take, not took. Took is the simple past. After could have, you need the past participle. I could have taken that job. And notice that mix of regret and wonder in that sentence? That's exactly what could have feels like.
Situation 4. Someone asks why you didn't tell them important news earlier. Option A, I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Option B, I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Which one?
Option B, always. Should have, never should of. Of is a preposition, not a verb. Should have is the only correct form, written or spoken. I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Say it and notice how natural and sincere it sounds.
Your final challenge. Create one sentence for each structure from your own real life this week. One would have, one could have, one should have. Say them out loud first, then write all 3 in the comments. 3 sentences, 3 real moments from your life. That is today's homework, and we genuinely mean it when we say we'll read them.
There are no wrong answers in those comments. Every sentence you write is evidence of your progress. Every attempt brings you closer to natural, confident English. We are so proud of you for trying, every single time.
We are genuinely so proud of everyone who has made it to this point in the episode. You're building real, lasting English skills, not just memorizing rules, but understanding how the language thinks. That's the difference, and that's what Talk Lia is all about. Keep going. You've got this.
All right, it is time for our favorite game. Choose the correct sentence. 2 options, you pick the right one, and you say it out loud. Your voice needs the practice just as much as your brain does. Ready? Let's go.
Situation 1. You forgot to charge your phone overnight and now it's dead when you need it. Option A, I should have charged my phone last night. Option B, I should have charged my phone last night. Which one is correct?
Option A, charged, past participle of charge. After should have, you always need the past participle. I should have charged my phone. Say it out loud with that regret feeling. Put some emotion in it.
Situation 2. Your friend is describing something amazing they saw at a concert last week that you missed. Option A, I would have loved to be there. Option B, I would have loved to be there. Which one?
Option B, loved, past participle. I would have loved to be there. Say it. Notice how it carries real emotion and warmth? That's would have doing its job perfectly, expressing what you're feeling would have been in a different situation.
Situation 4. Someone asks why you didn't tell them important news earlier. Option A, I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Option B, I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Which one?
Option B, always. Should have, never should of. Of is a preposition, not a verb. Should have is the only correct form, written or spoken. I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Say it, and notice how natural and sincere it sounds.
Your final challenge. Create one sentence for each structure from your own real life this week. One would have, one could have, one should have. Say them out loud first, then write all 3 in the comments. 3 sentences, 3 real moments from your life. That is today's homework, and we genuinely mean it when we say we'll read them.
There are no wrong answers in those comments. Every sentence you write is evidence of your progress. Every attempt brings you closer to natural, confident English. Real, imperfect conversation will always take you further than silent, perfect grammar. Use these structures today. Say them out loud. Make them yours. That is how fluency is built, one brave sentence at a time. What an episode! Honestly, we just covered some of the most powerful and expressive grammar structures in the entire English language. And you did it. You stayed, you listened, you practiced, and now would have, could have, and should have belong to you. That is something to be genuinely proud of today.
Let's do our final recap. Structure number 1, would have plus past participle. Use it to describe what the outcome would have been in a different situation, for expressing empathy, imagination, and missed possibilities. In speech, would have. Structure number 2, could have plus past participle. Use it for missed opportunities, possibilities that existed but weren't taken, and gentle constructive criticism. In speech, could have. Structure number 3, should have plus past participle. Use it for regret, advice about the past, and reflecting on better choices. In speech, should have. And the golden rule across all 3, always use the past participle after have, never the base verb, never of instead of have.
You now have 3 of the most emotionally rich and useful grammar tools in English. You can talk about regret, missed chances, imagined outcomes, and past advice, all with confidence and naturalness. And that's not just grammar. That's real human connection through language.
Here's your reflection question for today. Think about one moment from your past where you can use one of these structures. One real moment. Maybe it's something small. Maybe it's something big. Think about it, form your sentence, say it out loud, and then share it with us in the comments. That reflection is your revision.
If this episode helped you, please give it a like right now. Share it with a friend who's learning English. Subscribe to Talk Lia if you haven't already. We post a fresh English lesson every single day. And leave your 3 sentences in the comments below. Would have, could have, should have, from your real life.
You are doing something that takes real courage every single day. Learning a new language, pushing through confusion, staying curious, that is not easy and it is not small. We see you, we appreciate you, and we are rooting for you with every episode we make. I'm Kevin, and she's Lia, and from both of us, thank you so much for spending this time with us on Talk Lia. We'll see you next time. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never stop going.